Hello again and welcome to another monthly update. Jason Andrew here. It's a pleasure to keep you updated with what the numbers are for the month of May. It seems like every month that we are saying what a month it was, but it was a superb month. It's the second best month on record for the Ray White Group in Queensland and for the entirety of the Ray White Group. Closing the month at $1.32 billion in unconditional sales value for Queensland, 8.05 for the entirety of the group, and just short of $6 billion in Australia. It seems commonplace these days that we talk about the fact that who would have thought 1 year ago, but very much looking back at 1 year ago, we were just starting to emerge a little bit from our slumber and we were seeing some shoots of life. But those shoots of life have turned into something truly spectacular. Congratulations to all of our members who have been absolutely instrumental in achieving these numbers, not only here in Queensland, but right throughout our group. But speaking closer to home, $1.32 billion in total sales value for the month. Congratulations to all of you. What an outstanding result. As we have a look month on month, $1.17 billion in April, $1.32 billion for this month, of course. $4.9 billion for the month of April and $5.94 with Inside Australia for the month of May. And then we had $6.88 billion for the group last month and $8.05 billion for the month of May. So I will suggest to you, of course, April is a disrupted month and we know why the numbers were a little bit less, but certainly exciting to see, particularly when you have 31-day months, that people are taking advantage of everything. Clearly, people were well and truly stocked up the other side of some of the long weekends, and these numbers are reflective of that. When you have a look at the market share, it is the first time though that Ray White Queensland has dipped into the 14% barrier. 14.9% now becomes our sales value number. Concerning, and we will talk about that relatively shortly. In North Queensland, 11.3%, Central Queensland, 16.8%, Sunshine Coast is 11%. North of the river, we are knocking on the door of 20%, 1 in every 5 homes as we search for 1 in every 4 homes, of course. South of the river, we remain relatively stagnant at 15%, and then the Gold Coast, 15.9%. We've regularly suggested to everyone that we have been at the highs of 23%, now at 15.9%. Clearly challenges that we continue to work through, but it's been an extensive month for the Gold Coast network. We've been working with a number of our officers on what it is that our future looks like. We've been working with some of our key people down there. An exciting month talking about the future, and we look forward to updating you on where we stand with those conversations over the coming period of time. Wanted to show you some graphs, if that were appropriate, in relation to all of our markets. You will see from these graphs that all of the respective markets from south of the river and the Gold Coast have risen in terms of their sales value, and Ray White has risen alongside that. Not to the same numbers, but at the same time, we'll suggest to you, of course, that all numbers seemingly up across the board. But what is becoming blatantly obvious is that whilst many of our business owners, whilst many of our agents are doing fabulously well in terms of GCI, one of the things that is happening is that the market share is continuing to slip. And as you see now, you'll see red for south of the river. We are down 0.3% year on year south of the river, and down 2.1% on the Gold Coast to 15.9%. The same on the Sunshine Coast. We've spoken about a very large market up there that still remains as a green field, but you'll see here the market is well and truly up. Ray White is well and truly up as well, but in the market 1.2% down year on year. North of the river, the zone that is up 19.9%, up close to 1% on the year. Congratulations to all of our members, and you will see with this graph that we are outstripping the market in terms of our growth. And the exciting part about all of that is that we move or edge ever closer towards 1 in every 4 homes within inside that market. To regional Queensland, which of course encompasses both Central and North Queensland, outstripping the market there. Some key businesses that we have. Congratulations to our members. Whilst it has been nominal growth of only 0.1%, it is good to see the green. And again, congratulations to all parties involved. We don't want to be negative off the back of a month that we have just had, but make no mistake, it would be apparent that the momentum is going against us in several markets. One of the key things that I wanted to emphasize with all of you today is that momentum is a funny beast. It doesn't matter where you are on the momentum chain. It only takes 1 or 2 small victories to ensure that all of a sudden that momentum is with you. Those victories could come in any form. They could come from the appointment of someone here corporately. They can come from the appointment of a new business. They can come from opening up in a green field, or they can come with the appointment of a new agent working with inside a business, like has happened for one of our key businesses down on the Gold Coast, taking from one of the largest people down there and putting them with inside their business. These types of small little victories that eventually add up to the larger victory, they're the things that will change the momentum that we are experiencing at the moment, and we're only 1 or 2 away from regathering momentum. Of course, with a phenomenal month like we have just had, there will be a number of highlights in trading, and we wanted to acknowledge all of those who have achieved PBs in the last month, and we will go through each and every single name because I think at the moment we want to make sure that we celebrate the victories that we are having. So congratulations to Guy Meredith up in Maryborough. Again, to see you achieving PBs out of Maryborough, something that you should be very proud of. It was great to have you down at the most recent Central Queensland Forum as well. So thank you for making the effort to come down, and congratulations on your PB. When we look at Cairns Beaches, Paul Sterling, after all of these years, a PB month. Allegheny at West End Townsville, in Bly at Hackenberg, what a phenomenal month. James Goldsworthy and Brent Higgins in Kawana, setting the Sunshine Coast alight. And speaking of doing so, Matt O'Grady out in Nambour, mate, an absolutely phenomenal effort. When we come north of the river, Aspley, to Rob and the team, phenomenal effort, and your appetite for growth is absolutely superb. Wayne Trelaw, the Trelaws, of course, in Bridgeman Downs, having a PB month. Indooroopilly, isn't it fabulous to see the girls out of the hub now achieving the sorts of numbers that they are? A PB month for them, looking at heading out into their own office very shortly. Congratulations to them. When we have a look at inner Brisbane apartments as well, Colin Walsh now well and truly on board the auction platform and doing excellent things. So congratulations to you and your team. Darren Sewell, a gentleman of real estate and a gentleman of our network up in North Lakes. Congratulations to you and your team. Tony Miller in Algesta, one of our newer businesses and really starting to do some wonderful things. Millsy, congratulations, mate. Logan City this time. Azar, you've beaten your brother. You've had a BP month. Congratulations to you and Mukhtar. To Grant Bowman at Mount Gravatt, to Larry Milan and Mitch Palmer in Broadbeach Waters, and then again to the Milan in Burleigh Heads. Again, one of our newer businesses, but good to see the PB on the board. Peter Contantaridi is one of the real emerging leaders within inside our group. Watch this space. Coomera and Upper Coomera doing some absolutely superb things. Greg Hines, after all of these years, a PB in Helensvale, and up against some very stiff competition there with one of the better agents with inside Queensland. So congratulations to you and your team. And also to Ali Mian in Paradise Point. Again, to you, to Reiki, an absolutely superb job. Let's talk auctions. 587 auctions scheduled last month. 72% clearance with inside Queensland. Still talking 5.6 registered bidders per auction that we do. Absolutely superb. We still are just short of the numbers for the group at circa 80%. But still to be talking with inside the 70 percentile range. We keep alluding to it every single month. Why would you be practicing any other form of sale? Why would you be shortening the sales process when you can celebrate your successes publicly, when you can create competition, and when you ensure that you do all of that publicly and make sure that you are getting the repeat business over and beyond the stock that you currently are carrying. And speaking of auctions, it's with an enormous amount of excitement that we announce our top 5 series. And of course, first cab off the rank, we have to go with auctions. And we have approached this from a number of different perspectives. We wanted to make sure that we got principals in front of you who have ingrained this process culturally with inside their business, but also a number of key agents from within inside our group as well who are practicing the auction process superbly. We have also wanted to ensure that we have got people who are good at on-sites, good at in-rooms, and then also good at online as well. So Lisette from Sherwood will be there, and she will be having a conversation with everyone about auctions and how it has impacted her business. Of course, no stranger to the auction process is Matt Lancashire, talking about, again, the impact that it's made with inside his business personally, and also the Greater New Farm and Bulimba businesses. Robert Green, a person who, when I first met him, was a private treaty person. The business now well and truly entrenched with inside the auction process, and they go from strength to strength. Will Bertelson from Ray White Brisbane City, doing some sensational stuff. Actually had an auction with inside our corporate office only recently. Again, continuing to do brilliant things. And Dan Sowden, Mr. 100% owner up there at Ray White Maroochydore, and it is brilliant to have him along. We thank all of those individuals for giving up their time to share with you. That will be both online but also here corporately, so please make sure that you register your interest with the team, either Joanne Bolton, Lisa Paul or Sally Patch, and we will ensure that we can get your place with inside the top 5 series. Also, don't hesitate to register for the Emerging Elite. We have 261 tickets gone already of the 300. Only 29 left remaining, the vast majority from Queensland, and it has to be that way because it is at RACV in Royal Pines. So if you have not yet registered your interest, make sure that you contact the events team or our Queensland team, and we will reserve one of the final spaces left. And of course, save the date. It is September 16th. It is our return to face-to-face. We cannot wait for our annual awards, our Night of Nights. Make sure you are there. Save that date. More information to follow relatively shortly. We remain absolutely committed to 1 in every 4 homes. We remain stoic, of course, in what is approaching us at the moment, and that is some stiff competition. That is the rise of entrepreneurialism, but we have doubled down on leadership. We have brilliant leaders within inside our business, and whilst we are achieving record months, we continue to remain committed to ensuring that market share is our key goal, and subsequently the processional effect beyond that will be that we have more profitable businesses, not only for us as business leaders, but certainly for our agents as well. And off the back of that, some sensational results for our vendors and for our clients. Thank you for watching. Look forward to catching up with you very soon.